to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick release by the QB. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open, just plowing ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's got it in the end zone.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stevens. Finds his man, it's Hilton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Kent State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
The golden flashes getting set on 1st and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stevens. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. This quarterback part of their running game. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got a man. It's Thomas. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Might be calling a hot route. Shotgun snap on third down. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
The quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. He smashes his way through again. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Looking to throw again. Trying to barrel in. And they will score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the option. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Wide open downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Leaves it with the running back. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the ground to try to move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Stevens. This time on target. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Caught behind the line. It's Martin. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Push down for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the golden flashes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The golden flashes are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the golden flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Stevens. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Golden Flashes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Finding an escape route. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
First down for the offense.
And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Golden Flashes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Flashes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll line up to go for two. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here comes the two-point try. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. To the air, it's Stevens. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the draw. Fighting off the defender. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout called by the offense.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how... There he goes! What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to...
Touchdown, Golden Flashes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. And nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready? Set.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the move to his left. And they swarm him under. Offense gets set for second down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Blade. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to fire. Scrambling away. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. He had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Stevens. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hilton. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Under fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. Turning it on. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hilton. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air, it's Stevens. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Plows through the defense. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and I love this. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have...
Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Back to pass. It's Stevens. Makes the grab on the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And the Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The inside handoff.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Stevens. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Miles. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.